Hey, it's Tasha here, and I want to share a quick testimony with you all. It's going to be very brief. Today is Sunday, June the 29th. So, this is really testimony time. I was in a store today. Well, first, about 2 weeks ago, my vacuum cleaner broke. So, I said, eventually, I'll get another vacuum cleaner. I decided to go ahead and throw the old one away before I got the new one. So I knew how much I wanted to spend on a vacuum cleaner. However, I was looking on Amazon and I was like, okay, after church, I'll just go into this store that I like to see if they have one. Mind you, when I got out of church, I forgot to go into the store. So what happened was when I went back to the store, I had took a screenshot of it. I looked in the store on their looked on their site and looked at their weekly ad, and I took a screenshot of it to show the manager or a worker what I was looking for. So I went in the store. I'm looking over the store. I'm looking around, and I don't see anything. I don't see one. So I went into the area where the vacuum cleaner are, and I still did not see one. So at that time, I saw the manager coming out the back room, and I showed him a picture and I say, "Excuse me, sir, do you have this vacuum cleaner?" And he said, "We sold the last one about 2 hours ago." So I was thinking to myself, okay, if I would have went to the store when I got out of church, I could have purchased a vacuum cleaner. So once I realized he said it wasn't anymore, I just decided to look in the store anyway. Because sometimes people put things in places that they don't go. So I said, I just look around because I had to pick up more items. So I was still browsing that same area. I was looking in the area with the ceiling fans and the air conditioners, all that stuff. I was looking at all of those places and I still didn't see one. So I'm like, God, how did I miss that sale? So I began to pray and I said, God, I know you didn't see me in this store for nothing. I know if I came in this store and if I forgot at the church and I'm coming back into the store, clearly there has to be a vacuum cleaner. So I end up asking another employee, like, hey, do you have any more of these? And the guy was like, no, we sold the last one 2 hours ago. So that let me know if two people tell me the same thing, maybe they was looking for other people and but everybody realized in the store, the workers, that there was no more vacuum cleaners. So I kept praying like, God, I know it has to be one in here. I know I did not come up here for nothing. So as I began to pray, Holy Spirit says there's one in the store. You just got to find it. So I'm lost, like, okay, I've been over the store. But however, if Holy Spirit says there's one in the store, there's one in the store. So I had some other items to get. I went ahead and purchased those items. And if the Holy Spirit says, I kept looking. I said, the Holy Spirit says there's one in here. I kept looking and looking until I found it. It took me an hour to find the vacuum cleaner. And this is how I found it, the vacuum cleaner. I knew I had to stop at another store to get coffee and creamer, but this store actually has coffee and creamer as well. So I decided to go into that area. And when I got there, it was the vacuum cleaner was there. So out of all this time, I was listening to that still small voice saying that the vacuum cleaner was there. So if I did not hearken to the voice of God, I would have left the store because two people had already told me that there was no vacuum cleaner. So I just wanted to share my testimony simply because when man tells you no and God says yes, stand on that. I don't care how long it take, the wait or whatever you're looking for. If God tells you yes, believe that whatever it is, it's there. So I just really wanted to share that testimony very quick. And also, when I actually went to check out, the cashier was like, "Where did you find this vacuum cleaner at?" And I told her, I said, God told me that there was a vacuum cleaner in the store. But they were telling me that there were no more in the store. So when you listen to the voice of God, God will lead you into the right direction. I don't care how long it takes. It took me an hour to find it, but the father said that it was in the store. And they were so amazed that they even had any, because when they searched, there was nothing in their system that said it was another vacuum cleaner. So it may be out of place. Whatever you're working on, no matter how long it's taking, it may not be in that area that you think it's supposed to be in. But when God has a thing for you, it's for you. And man can't even tell you no, because God, yes, is going to trump it. So I just wanted to share that quick testimony that when man says no, God says yes. It's gonna take you the time to seek out that thing that God has for you. I just want to drop that little testimony on you all. Be blessed and have a great week.